Most people have seen tornadoes in Hollywood movies because 65% of tornadoes occur in the United States every year. How tornadoes are born and how dangerous it can be. What is the difference between a tornado, a hurricane, a typhoon, and a cyclone? And why do most tornadoes in the world occur only in this small part of the United States? One such tunnel of tornado clouds once again welcomes viewers to frame by frame videos, which revolves round, spinning. It comes from the sky to the earth. Most of them are very weak, but many tornadoes are very powerful, that they don't leave anything in their path. If you look at the world map, they are found on all the continents except tornadoes and Topeka. Sometimes they are seen as weak, and in other places they are seen in a very powerful form. Every year 2000 tornadoes are recorded all over the world, of which 1300 are born in America alone. And these are the most dangerous compared to the rest of the tornadoes in the world. Where 1300 tornadoes occur annually in the United States, there is also such an area here. That alone makes about 800 tornadoes a year. This area includes the counties of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, and this particular area we call Tornado Alley. This is where the perfect conditions for tornadoes are found. But before that, let's know why most tornadoes are generated in Alley. First, we need to know how a tornado is formed. Tornadoes are normally generated during thunderstorms. A special type of cool storm is called a supercell. If you look at the pictures of most tornadoes, there is one thing in common, and that is this supercell. This supercell normally occurs then when the wind direction is on one side at the ground level and on the other side in the sky. A wind tunnel is created between these two different directions of wind, inside which the air rotates in a circular pattern. Initially it is ventral horizontal, which cannot cause damage, but if it is above the ventral area where evaporation is taking place, then things start to get messy. When the earth's water becomes steam, it moves upwards. So he slowly changes the direction of the wind tunnel from horizontal to vertical, and as soon as it becomes vertical, the entire reality changes. Not only does it no longer form normal thunders, but it becomes a spinning supercell. This supercell then becomes even more terrifying when the vapors evaporating from the earth continue to accumulate in it, which rapidly increase the size of the supercell. Now, because the winds in a supercell are spinning faster, for this reason the vapors rising from the ground also spin in it and go up in the final shape, which is called funnel cloud. There are many supercells like this, in which one or more funnel clouds are produced. If this cycle of evaporation is not broken and the temperature inside the final cloud drops enough, the water vapors turn into water droplets, and by its weight this final cloud touches the ground. As soon as it touches the ground, so its name is changed from funnel cloud to toaster or tornado. Winds inside a tornado rotate at a maximum speed of 480 kilometers per hour, which can cover anything on earth: street lights, signboards, trees, windows of houses, and even the roofs of many houses are torn off in the strong winds of the tornado. These winds have so much power that it can pick up humans and animals and throw them away. Not only that, but it can also change the direction of the vehicles. As the tornado travels, he takes all these things in himself and throws them far away. And more damage is also caused due to the same. Now, in the area of Tornado Alley in America, all those conditions are fulfilled very easily, from which a tornado is formed. Humid winds from the Gulf of Mexico, i.e., warm moist air, move northward, and the winds from the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of California on the west pass over the mountains. So it gets cold too, and quite a lot higher too. These westerly winds intersect the southerly winds, due to which a vein tunnel is formed between them. Because the air coming from the Gulf of Mexico is moist and warm. That is why the water vapors in them go upwards and make this window completely straight and vertical, because of which it becomes quite easy to make a supersail here. And as we know before, this supercell then becomes larger as the water vapors get closer together in it. Now normal it is not necessary. Tornadoes emerge from each supercell because as soon as a supercell forms, heavy rain or hail starts, which cools the upward water vapors, and the cycle of such a supercell is broken. But winds blowing from the west are very strong in Tornado Alley, which does not allow rainwater to fall here, due to which the process of evaporation does not break here. And such a supercell gets bigger. The longer the supercell continues to form, the higher the chances of it becoming a funnel cloud and then a tornado. This is the reason why in the part of the US where the taxes are from Oklahoma, Kansas and Nebraska, most tornadoes in the world are born here. 800 tornadoes in almost a year now. This is done. Tornadoes are another type of storm which is called hurricane, typhoon and cyclone. What is that thing from which we know that this storm is a hurricane? Typhoon or cyclone are actually these three tropical storms, and there is not much difference between all of them, but there is no difference between them. The part of the world where these storms originate, they are named after him. If you look at the world map, the storm that forms in the sea near the border of Japan, South Korea and East Russia in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, it is called a typhoon. In the same way, the storm generated in the Indian Ocean is called a cyclone, and the storm generated in the North Atlantic or East Pacific Ocean is called a hurricane. These three storms are similar, but if they are compared with tornado, then a lot of change can be seen, and they have the biggest difference. Their size, where the hurricane can spread up to 1600 km surprisingly. There, the size of the largest tornado has been recorded only up to 2 kilometers. But if we talk about the damage, even if there is a tornado, it is much smaller than the hurricane. But in causing damage, it is no less than the most powerful hurricane, which has been given a category 5 level. The wind speed can go up to 250 kilometers per hour. But till now, the speed of the most powerful tornado has been recorded more than 480 kilometers per hour. This means that the speed is twice as fast as the category 5 hurricanes. This is the second difference, that hurricanes can be forecasted 36 hours in advance. Only 13 minutes before a tornado can be predicted. This is why tornado strikes everywhere. Suddenly does. At 6:23 in the evening of 1993, a tornado suddenly attacked the city of Oklahoma in America. When he attacked, at that time it was category 4, but slowly it took the terrible form of category 5. It finally subsided after ravaging Oklahoma for 85 minutes, causing losses of $1 billion and killing 36 people. It was the largest recorded tornado in history, which is known as the Creekmore tornado. On that day, Oklahoma was attacked by the biggest tornado, but on the same day, a total of 71 tornadoes struck separate places in the 5 states of Tornado E. In another incident, the strange shape of the tornado was also noticed. On November 25th, 2018, a tourist drowned in the sea on Lip Island near Thailand. Rather, 4 tornadoes were seen touching the water at the same time. Of course, tornadoes over water are not so powerful, but it doesn't mean that they should be taken for granted. They can easily flip any boat or yard that comes their way. It can be easily seen in the footage that about 2 kilometers away from the island, tornadoes are throwing up the water surface, from which it is not difficult to estimate their strength. Now obviously, no one can stop these storms, but the damage caused by them can be reduced With the help of weather satellites, the meteorological department keeps track of storms generated in the sea every 5 minutes. What is the direction of the storm, how much speed and how much intensity? Knowing all these things from satellite, an estimate is made and local authorities are alerted beforehand. It is hoped that you will like and share this video frame by frame. Thank you very much for your kind comments. In the next wonderful video,